What if I told you that the very thing frustrating you the most about your child, their stubbornness, might be the greatest sign of their future strength? What if I told you that your child isn't broken, but brilliant? You just need to know how to decode them. Today, we're not here to fix your child. We're here to unlock the power buried inside their no, their resistance, and their refusal to comply. In this video, you will learn why some children appear more stubborn than others, the hidden strengths behind a stubborn personality, how to turn defiance into determination, practical strategies to work with your child instead of against them, and how to build a long-lasting, respectful relationship with your strong-willed child. Section 1. Understanding stubbornness. Stubbornness isn't a flaw, it's a form of undeveloped strength. When a child refuses to back down, what they are showing is a strong sense of will, inner conviction, and a desire for autonomy. Children like this are not difficult because they're bad, they're wired differently. These kids are potential leaders. They're the ones who ask why, who challenge the rules, who want to do things their way. And when guided properly, they grow into adults who resist peer pressure, fight for justice, lead movements, and create change. But without guidance, that same energy can turn inward as frustration, rebellion, and disconnection. Section 2. The roots of stubborn behavior. Stubbornness can be a child's response to feeling powerless, being misunderstood, a lack of choices, or overly rigid environments. Think about it. How often do you listen when your child says no? How often do you try to understand the need behind the behavior? Children don't always have the words to express what's going on inside, so they act it out. If a child feels unheard, no becomes their voice. If they feel controlled, resistance becomes their shield. Section 3. Turning stubbornness into strength. Now here's the shift. Instead of trying to eliminate stubbornness, we want to channel it. Practical tip 1. Give them choices. Instead of saying, "Put on your shoes now," try, "Would you like to wear your blue shoes or red ones today?" You're still achieving the goal, but they feel involved, they feel powerful. Practical tip 2. Turn commands into collaboration. Instead of, "Clean your room right now," try, "Let's set a timer and see how fast we can get your room tidy together. Can we beat 10 minutes? Children are naturally competitive and playful. Use that to your advantage. Practical tip 3. Stay calm in conflict. A stubborn child is looking for control. If you lose yours, they win. Instead, breathe, speak slowly, lower your voice. Remember, the calmest person in the room holds the most power. Practical tip 4. Acknowledge their emotions. I can see you're upset because you really wanted to play longer. That makes sense. When a child feels seen, they become more willing to cooperate. Validating feelings doesn't mean agreeing. It means you're connecting. Practical tip 5. Celebrate their strong-willed spirit. I love how you don't give up easily. That will help you do amazing things one day. Let's find a way to use that strength together. Label the strength, not the struggle. Section 4. What stubborn children really need. Many parents see stubborn behavior and feel the urge to push back harder, to break the defiance. But that's where we get it wrong. Strong-willed children don't need force, they need understanding, and they need parents who can coach their strength into purpose. Here's what they truly need. 1. Structure, not suffocation. Stubborn children thrive in environments where expectations are clear. They like to know the rules of the game, not because they want to follow them blindly, but because they want to know what they're working with. They dislike chaos and unpredictability. Example, instead of saying, "Do your homework," set up a daily routine where homework time is always after snack. That way, the child isn't negotiating every single day. The structure already exists. Why it works. Structure helps them feel safe and stable, but over-controlling or rigid environments feel like prison to a strong-willed child. That's when they start resisting everything, just to prove they're not powerless. Insight. Give them predictability, but leave room for personal choice within the structure. 2. Guidance, not dominance. Your role is to guide, not to dominate. Stubborn children are deeply independent thinkers. They don't want someone who forces them. They want someone who helps them understand the why. Example, instead of saying, "Because I said so," say, "I know you don't feel like doing your chores right now, but keeping the house clean helps all of us feel better, and it shows we respect each other." Why it works. When they see the logic behind your request, they feel respected. And when a strong-willed child feels respected, they're much more likely to cooperate. Domination breeds rebellion, but guidance builds trust. Insight. A stubborn child doesn't want to be led by a dictator. They want to be led by someone who walks beside them with wisdom and respect. 3. Freedom within boundaries. Stubborn kids need autonomy. They crave independence and decision-making power, but that doesn't mean you let them do whatever they want. The secret is to provide freedom, but with guardrails. Example: let your child choose their clothes, but you decide the budget. Let them choose what book to read, but you set reading time. Why it works. This gives them a sense of control without losing your leadership as a parent. You are saying, I trust you to make choices, but I'll help you shape them. Insight. This approach honors their independent spirit while protecting them from impulsive or harmful decisions. 4. Connection before correction. Stubborn kids won't receive correction from someone they feel disconnected from. If your relationship is based only on rules, they'll fight you. If it's based on relationship and empathy, they'll listen. Example: before correcting your child's tone or behavior, pause and say, I noticed you're upset. What's going on? Or, you seem frustrated. Talk to me. Why it works. When children feel emotionally safe and understood, their defenses go down. They no longer need to prove they're strong because they feel seen. Insight. Connection is the bridge that makes correction effective. Without it, you're just shouting across a canyon. 5. Encouragement for who they are. Stubborn children are often labeled as difficult, naughty, or hard to raise. These labels stick, and they wound. But what if we called out the strength behind the struggle? Example, say, you know what I love about you? You don't give up. That's a rare and powerful gift. Or you think deeply and stand your ground. That means you'll be a great leader someday. Why it works. Affirming their character helps them reframe their behavior. They stop seeing themselves as a problem and start seeing their will as purposeful. Insight. What we speak over our children becomes the voice in their heads. Let that voice say, I am strong, not stubborn. I am guided, not controlled. I am growing. Stubborn children aren't here to obey. They're here to lead, to think, to challenge the status quo. But before they can be leaders in the world, they need someone to help them lead themselves. That's your job. Don't try to break their will. Build their wisdom.